Hey friends, this is Angela from Art of Creation Homestead, and you're in the kitchen with me again. And today I figured I was just going to make a easy sheet pan supper for supper, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. So this is going to be a sheet pan supper that has boneless, skinless chicken thighs and potatoes and carrots, and these are going to be seasoned up really well. Now, as you can see here, I have 6 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I have them open to the inside part where they've cut the bone out. Because if you've ever bought boneless, skinless chicken thighs, they come rolled up like this. So that way all you see is the outside meat. I want you to unroll them like this. That way you see the inside. And I'm going to show you why. You want to season that inside meat before you do this, because you want the flavor of all your seasonings to be all over your chicken, including the inside portion like this. Because when it's on the exposed inside like this, the flavor is going to get down in it much better than if it's just on the outer portion, which is kind of sealed over with like a little bit of sinew. So it's a little harder for the seasonings to penetrate on the outside. So I just seasoned it really good with some salt and pepper. Now, I'm going to tell you with this, I'm kind of more teaching you a method than a recipe, so I'm not going to give you measurements on any of it really. Like with the seasonings, I want you to season with your heart. Season the way you want it to taste. Now, I'm going with a little Mediterranean style flavor with it. I am doing garlic powder, well, granulated garlic to be very specific, and lots of oregano. And I will continue with that Mediterranean flavor a little later. But you can do this any way you like. This can be done so many different ways depending on how your family, the flavors your family likes. If your family likes Italian instead of Mediterranean, take away the oregano and just do some granulated garlic, some salt and pepper, and Italian seasoning. And then I will tell you the alternative for that when I get to that part. But you can also just, if you just want just classic flavors, then you can go with garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper, and a little bit of paprika, and then you can finish that accordingly as well. Now, as you can see, I've seasoned up all of these pieces. Now I'm going to roll them back up. That way all that flavor stays inside of them, and also it will help them stay nice and juicy. So you want to roll them back up before you bake them with your sheet pan supper. You want that to all that seasoning to be rolled back up inside them. And you're going to bake them actually in these little bundles like this. Now, I'm going to go wash my nasty hands. Now you want to season this side the same way you seasoned the inside. And you want to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And you want to line a sheet pan with parchment paper. You can also do it with foil, or you can do it with parchment paper, whichever you like. Now we are going to top each of these with some oregano as well, just like we did the inside. Now we have our sheet pan here. And I'm just going to lay these out down the middle, in a line down the middle, because we are going to put our veggies on each side of our chicken. You have plenty of space on either side now to put your veggies. Now I'll show you what veggies we're going to use. Now in this bowl I have potatoes and carrots that I have cut up into just bite-sized pieces. As you can see, they're just cut up into rough bite-sized pieces. They don't have to be exact. Just however you like to cut them. As you can see, I left the skin on the potatoes. I just scrubbed them up real good. You don't have, if you are the type of person that doesn't like skin on your potatoes, you don't have to leave it on. You can peel it off. If you have baby potatoes, that will work really well in here. You will just cut those into quarters. Now you want to season these up the same way you seasoned your chicken. You want to echo whatever flavors you put on your chicken, you want to put that on your veggies. So I'm going with some salt and some pepper and some granulated garlic and lots of oregano. We love oregano around here. Really, truthfully, you guys have seen me do a lot of Italian type things, and I love Italian. Both of us love Italian. But I also am very fond of Mediterranean type flavors. So this is right what I love to do. This is one of the things that I love to do. And you probably know that if you know that oregano is a really good Mediterranean flavor, because we use a lot of oregano here. And we make that very clear in a lot of our videos how much we love oregano. So you want to toss your potatoes and your carrots with all that seasoning. Get them nice and coated. And remember, when you're seasoning anything with potatoes soak up salt. They can take way more salt than you think they're going to. And if you don't get them seasoned enough, they're very bland. So you want to make sure you get them nice and seasoned. So now we have our tray back over here with our chicken. And you're just going to line up your veggies on both sides of your chicken. Now, they're going to overlap a little bit. You're not going to get them in a single layer. They're going to overlap a little bit, but that's fine. Because you will be taking the pan out and kind of tossing them around periodically, but to make them bake more even. Now, how many potatoes, how many carrots you use, it's all up to how much you think your family will eat. Now this may seem like a lot for just 2 people. This will also be a lunch for Jason tomorrow to take to work with him. And this could also be, for one person, this could also be a multiple night meal. Now I'm going to drizzle everything with a good drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. You want to make sure you get a good drizzle on the chicken, on all the veggies, everything. Just give everything a good, strong drizzle. Now, no matter which flavor combination you are doing, you want to drizzle them with oil. And I recommend extra virgin olive oil because it's going to add the most flavor. But you can use any kind of oil that you like. Now, we are going to pop this into our 400-degree preheated oven. And we're going to let it go until the chicken is done and your potatoes and carrots are fork tender. Now it's been in the oven about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how long it takes your potatoes, and that depends on how big you cut your potatoes and carrots. Now, because I am doing Mediterranean type flavors, I am going to top this with some fresh squeezed lemon juice. Now my oven is still on because I want to put a little heat to this after I do this. So you want to make sure that you hit all of it with some lemon juice if you're doing these flavors. Even your chicken, you want to make sure you get some lemon juice on it because it's going to bring some freshness.
That's a beautiful looking dish.
But if you are doing Italian at this point, then you will add some Parmesan cheese. If you are doing it more like American style, then you will add your some shredded cheddar cheese at this point. But because I'm doing Mediterranean, I'm going to crumble a little feta on top of this, which you want to even hit your chicken with some of the feta.
That was the next question I had.
Yes.
Was you hit the chicken too?
You want to do the whole thing. Just sprinkle the feta over everything.
That's so good. We
love feta around here. Feta is one of our favorite things here. So I'm not gonna hold back on making sure that I've got lots of feta on there.
Ain't gonna hurt.
No, it's just gonna add lots of flavor. And it smells really good.
It does.
You can't go wrong with any of these varieties that I've told you to do.
They all sound good, really.
And really, you can do anything, any combination that you want, any combination of vegetables, whatever you want. It's not going to be bad no matter what. Now you want to pop this back into your 400-degree oven until your cheese melts a little bit. If you're using feta, it won't really melt. It will start to weep a little bit, but it won't really melt. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Now this beauty is out of the oven. As you can see, the feta has just started weeping just a little bit. It took about 5 minutes or so. Depending on what kind of cheese you're using, it could take about 5 to 7 minutes. And as you can see, it looks delicious. It smells delicious. So when this cools off enough that Jason won't burn his pie hole, Jason's going to taste it for you.
Try to get a little bit of everything in one bite. I'm a full bite type person. I lost a little feta, but so let's see how it is. Yep. So that's an amazing bite. Absolutely amazing bite. Well put together flavors. It always works perfect. I don't know how Angela Kay thinks of this stuff, to be honest with her. She's just a stinking genius and completely gifted in the kitchen. This is amazing. Wonderful, wonderful dish. A beautiful plate of food. I'm very impressed, honestly. It's a carrot and potato and the chicken, salty, flavorful. I don't know, just everything. Absolutely perfect. I'm completely floored and blown away how good this is. And Angela Kay it never ceases to amaze me how good she is in the kitchen. It's so good. So you guys gotta try this dish. It's so perfect. So wonderful. It's gonna be a great meal. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. My name is Jason. That's Smart One. Her name is Angela Kay. This is our Creation Homestead. We love y'all. God bless you and goodbye.